Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and that means it's time for more Pokemon Clover. First of all, this is a naughty series, and probably nobody should watch it. But if you're the type of person who doesn't care about offensive material, including bad language, you might go ahead and stick around. There is a playlist of this series up on the channel. So, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and explore this room. Yeah, let's check it out. Elixir, love those. Alright, so, on the last episode of Pokemon Clover, we started exploring the Ruse Cruise. And, so we're just continuing with that today, in case you missed that episode. Again, there is a playlist. You can check out that episode if you really wanted to. Alright. Let's see. So, I believe we're supposed to be going here? Yeah. Maybe I'll get promoted if I beat you. Oh, man. Hang on to that dream. Smox, kill it. Kill it with fire. Kill the shit out of it. Alright. Wow, it used Brave Bird and not some cancerous status move. That's amazing. Let's use Psychic. Oh, there's the cancerous status move. Never mind. Swear to God. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you do that. Kill yourself. Having this thing hurting itself a little bit with recoil is nice. Sad face. It's so annoying. Alright, come on here. Wake up. Basically, because it outspeeds me, I'm basically having to depend on the wake up. So, because I can't just keep wasting healing items when it's just going to put me right back to sleep with 100% accuracy. Okay. I realized that it's, you know, the Smogon Pokemon or whatever, so they wanted to make it completely busted in singles, but it's just really annoying. I was hoping I still had a full restore. I guess I don't. Please wake up and kill this thing. Alright, there goes that. Stupid pile of crap. Yeah, you go fuck yourself. Another one? You have got to be kidding. How cancerous do you need to be? Ugh. Okay. So, while I was recording, or while I was editing, excuse me, the audio dropped out right there, about 5 minutes or whatever into the video. So I'm basically going to end up having to post-comment this. I hate doing that. I like my reactions to be live and genuine. Well, there goes my chances. Anyway, there's a guy I work with who just grunts. That's all he does. I mean, his title is Grunt, but still, shit's weird. So anyway, I'm going to, I had this problem with the previous episode, but it wasn't as much of a space. This is like 35 minutes of this problem. So, anyway, this is just me picking through the little tile puzzles. But anyway, so I'm going to try and post-comment this the best I can. I'll be adding some music in, so you should be hearing that. Anyway, it just sucks. And again, I hate post-commenting these. I like my reactions to be live and genuine and all that good stuff. But, anyway. I thought about just taking the whole thing and speeding over it grunts aggressively. Yeah. I thought about just taking the whole thing and making a montage out of it, but it's one of those things where there's a lot of dialogue in here, and I didn't want that to just get skimmed over. I think, I really like this game as far as its dialogue goes. There's a lot of Let's Players who are like skipping all the dialogue or not talking to NPCs, and that's their prerogative. They want to keep it focused on the battles and whatnot. Whereas to me, I think sometimes the battles get repetitive and annoying, like when it's just the random encounters and things like that. So I like to focus on the interaction between the trainers and the NPC dialogue, because that's where I think all the comedy is, and I want my Let's Play to be more centered around that. So that's just my style. Like I said, I know that some people aren't going to like that, but that's their opinion. So anyway, but yeah. So yeah, if you're wondering why this video is coming so late after the last episode, that's why. If you're watching all of these together, then it's not going to matter to you. But yeah. So I ended up having to wait to get this episode up so that I could have some time to come back and post-commentate the entire, pretty much, episode. And again, it sucks. I don't like doing post-commentary if I can avoid it. I like to do everything at once, but it is what it is. So, got Orion matched up against Deatherus here. Nice rain going on, I like that nickname, Got Milk. Because I don't know about the rest of you, but when I get my Oreos or comparable sandwich cookies, I dunk them. Like, that's my thing. To me, they're completely worthless without milk. So. But, let's see here. Alright, so that's Deatherus down. Orion puts in work. I like the double dark resist that it's got going. Grunts submissively. Grunts seductively. So yeah, the aforementioned grunty grunt. The scientist, behold the power of science! Scientist Edward. When I saw that, I was like, is that like a Full Metal Alchemist reference? It doesn't seem to be. But, anyway, we got this Cosload here. This thing's bug electric type. I like Moonlight. You know, free heals are nice. You know, Kozlov used Wild Charge. Hit with Recoil. Yeah. Use that Moonblast. Yeah. Orion's a savage. It's more of a fast attacker Pokemon. It's not, obviously it doesn't really fit the style of some of the other mons that I've been using. You know, a lot of my other mons are more, you know, bulky tank type Pokemon. Not this guy, obviously, but it's one of the reasons I don't like him. I don't like frail mons. I like mons that can sit there and take a hit. I do like Orion, though. Orion's design is cool. It's not like a poop-covered Sonic the Hedgehog, for example. You know, and I've been talking about replacing Orion, or not replacing Orion. I've been talking about replacing New Sonic. Excuse me. And I think I've got a pick in mind. I would just have to level it up, but you know, it's one of those things where there's going to be not after this episode, but after after I finish this part of the game, I'm going to be doing a lot of off-screen stuff. So, science, you failed me. Yeah, I'm checking the bed to see if I can sleep there, and I can't. So yeah, just moving right along. So, got a Team Karma Grunt with the Simrust. This is actually the evolution line that I'm thinking about replacing New Sonic with. I caught a Semdrop a long time ago, and I'd been meaning to level it up so I could use it, and I just, you know, haven't gotten around to it. But like I said, I'm going to be doing some off-screen activity after the Ruse Cruise. And that would probably be the perfect time to slap an experience share on it and try to get it leveled up. I know its final evolution is like a stone evolution. I think it's just water stone though, so it should be a problem. Anyway, so nice level up there. Still a long way from 60. You gotta get that thing to level 60. But yeah, anyway, so I was thinking about doing that, and the reason is, like, the reason I was hesitant to is because I was like, oh, well, they don't have two water types on the team, and that would kind of be overlapping things, but it's really not, because the main reason people don't overlap typings is because they're worried about overlapping weaknesses. And when you talk about, you know, Condoom and Semdemon on the same team together, even though they're both water types, they don't share any weaknesses. And that's just because of the way that their secondary typings interact. So, for example, Semdemon being a water ground type is only weak to grass. That's its only weakness. And Condoom is not weak to grass at all. The grass is neutral against it. Oh, here we go, Pengus again. This is Pengus versus New Sonic. I think it's like part 6. It's just like the Sonic franchise. You know, he shows up and Sonic smacks him down, and that's just rinse and repeat. So I was worried that he was gonna like ice shard me or something, you know, like outspeed me somehow and kill me, but it's another Pengus down. Anyway, so yeah. Fuck. Wait, I don't have enough dialogue to complete this. Which is funny. Oh, man. Because, like, if she had just finished what she was saying, then... Oh, here we go. This, TM33, reflect, yay. For joy. Going up the stairs. So yeah, so basically, yeah, I didn't see a way to go forward there, so I just went back up the stairs. And so now I'm trying to get to one of the other exits to this room. I figured out that I couldn't get into this one. This was basically an entrance only because of the way that all the panels are pointing. You can't use any of these panels to get down to that door. So basically, once you get when you go through that door from the other end, once you hit one of the panels, you're not getting back over there without going all the way around. So, but anyway, that's just me puzzling that out. These puzzles, a lot of people get frustrated with them, and it's because they try to do them quickly. Without really taking, like, they try to do it through trial and error rather than just taking the time to look at the puzzles and figure out where all the tiles are going to take you, because it's pretty easy actually to figure out, where you need to go if all the tiles are on screen that you're going to hit. There's an obvious pattern to them, that tells you, okay, that if I step on this tile, it's going to take me to that tile, and that tile's going to take me here, So, like I said, if you take the time to look at it and puzzle it out, it's really not that difficult. So right here, I'm looking at this treasure chest, trying to figure out how I get it, and basically the only way to get it is to go through the door and, do that. So, anyway, but I found my way to the other end of the room. So. Wait a second, you were in Beehive. Oh my gosh, you were too. Yeah. So, anyway. Alright. So, this kind of freaked me out. This is a level 85 Blobos. I'm like, please outspeed, please outspeed, please outspeed. I didn't want this thing transforming into me and having an 85 version of one of my Pokemon, so, you don't remember me? I'm insulted. Blobos apparently gets some other awesome moves in its move pool. You're saying all Team Karma members look alike? Yeah, that's kind of your gimmick. Like, that's what you do. But yeah. Ice to meet you. This guy's got a squad full of ice types, so... or 2 ice types. I mean, that's not really a squad full, but it's... This guy has ice types. I don't know if you got that. So... It uses Dazzling Gleam, and I'm like, sigh. Because... It's like, yeah, my weakness. Yeah. So... Bringing that out. Because this thing's Ice Fairy now, so I'm just going to use poison all over it. So there's that. And he's got Glacial Lynx, the evolved form of Caracold. And, I don't have a problem with the Caracold line. In and of itself, I think it's a cool looking line. I wish there weren't as many people dressed up like it trying to have sex with animals, but that's, that's a different subject. It's not the Pokemon's fault that they're doing that. So yeah, there goes that. Talk about the cold shoulder. Yeah, this guy's all about the ice puns. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Found one full heal. Alright, full heals are always good. I'm checking the bed again. See if I can use it. That's what I do. Okay. So yeah, there's a brief edit there while I healed my team. So... Guard, she says. Do I look like a guardian? Well, if you're talking about the ones from Breath of the Wild, definitely not. Alright. Me Menace. Rawr. Go, Orion. Yeah. I like this thing's damage output. I do. A nice crit there. The hypnosis miss. I love that. It's nice to see at least some of the Pokemon in this game using normal sleep moves that have like an accuracy issue, you know, rather than just every trolley Pokemon in the game having freaking Spore. That's annoying. So, get it. Alright. Oh, come on. But yeah, I think the worst part about having to post-comment these is not having any of the sound effects and cries remaining, you know. I mean, if it was just my audio that was gone, it would be a lot more livable than having all of the audio just drop on me like this. I guess, you know, I should be thankful that the video was still intact so that I could still come back and post-comment it. Because if not, I would be sitting here at the beginning of the next episode explaining why the previous episode was like 5 minutes long. So, so in that sense, it's cool. But yeah, it's still a pain. Anyway. So, you know, we're just sitting here. Alright, there's an earthquake from Simrust. And Simrust, again, is more of like a bulky sort of a Pokemon, so it doesn't have a huge offensive presence, especially since it's not fully evolved. So, nuts bolts. This thing is freaky and weird. I'll have to figure out how to evolve my Birdman into this at some point, but yeah, it's a bit weird. It was not. I actually didn't realize right off the bat that Birdman even had an evolution, so I stuck it in the box thinking it was done, and then this thing shows up and was like, what the heck? So yeah, I'll have to finish that off later just to get it added to the Pokedex, but I don't think I'm gonna really use this for any huge amount of time. So it's just one of those things to evolve it, add it to the Pokedex, and then dump it in the box, which I haven't been doing a ton of. I've done a little bit of it during this Let's Play, and I do want to complete the Pokedex eventually. I want all those juicy Pokedex entries, but I think a lot of that type of stuff, the leveling stuff up off screen and, and then showing off the Pokedex info, I think that's going to be a lot of what I end up doing. Is this more healing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, anyway, I don't know, I've seen some other people doing like live streams for completing the Pokedex where they stream their activities live. I don't know if I'll do that. And honestly, I feel like that's the type of stuff that I should save for after I've done absolutely everything. So after all the updates are out and all that stuff. Because, I mean, I could do stuff in between episodes, and then, like, when the next update comes out, I can update everybody on, okay, this is what I've caught or evolved since the last thing. Unless it's like a legendary or something, for those, I'm definitely doing those on camera, while I'm recording. So after the Ruse Cruise I probably will go ahead and do a episode where I catch Evicycle. For example, before I tackle the final gym, not that Evicycle is going to be super useful against that gym. It's just that it'll, you son of a submariner. I hate you. But anyway, I think I realized that I hadn't gone in this room back here, so it's the kitchen, which is moved. I don't know if they just like completely rebuilt this ship. Like, I don't know why it's different the second time around. I don't know if Team Karma, like I said, just completely remodeled the dang thing. But yeah, there's all the French guys from the first time. I remember too, back from back in Trifort City. I commend your efforts, child, but I'm afraid you cannot help me. Just maybe, I can help you. I can give to you le spécial bacon. You got the bacon. Go get them. Get the bacon strip. Our team leader is a woman. Aren't we progressive? So, yeah. Definitely very pre-Gen 7 progressive. Because, yeah, Gen 7 got that going on, too. But, anyway. It is what it is. So, yeah. Boom. That water spout. They literally put that move in just so I'll shoot out the top of its head. I mean, let's be honest. Oh, come on. We're getting hydro pumped. Just the fact that they have anything pump on a boob Pokemon. It's good. Alright. Nut on it. I should have just used Come and Go there. I was thinking, oh, it's a fairy type. I'll use Poison Move. So, yeah. It's like, yeah, she's pretty much the ultimate Wreck Roach killer here. She's got strengths against both of its typings. You know, nothing it's going to do is going to really hurt her. So, yeah. Sorry there. Moonblast. Smash. Fire Blast would work, or Flamethrower would work just as well there. So, there's that down. Alright. And New Sonic. Okay. The sandstorm rages. Alright. So, Florius used sleep powder, which sucks. But again, at least it's not Spore. Having all these fast trolley Pokemon with 100% accurate sleep moves is just really a detriment to the game, I think. That's just my opinion, but, you know. Because I'm sure a lot of people have, you know, Smoxalons and motherfucks on their team, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's the best thing ever. And I'm just like, ugh. So... I don't know. I don't know if Motherfuck evolves. I don't think it does, but I feel like it should, because all of the Pokemon it's constructed from can evolve. So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if there's a evolution for that thing in the pipeline, but, I mean, you know, think about it. Just think about it. I don't know how it would evolve, because each of its evolutions has a different evolution type. I really only like our leader for her fan art because of her fan art. But what I was saying is there's a Graveler evolves from trading. Golbat evolves into Crobat via friendship, and then Tentacool just evolves into Tentacruel by level. Only pussy babies have their battle style on shift. Real hard ass, this battle is set. Oh man, I'm checking all the beds to see if I can sleep in them. It's just, nice to have healing spots. Since I can't easily get back to that doctor. Poison barb. Nice poison barb. So, go, robot! Oh no. This guy's playing Metabots over here. Scientist Edgar. So you had Scientist Edward and Scientist Edgar. I don't know. It's a little weird. Flamethrower. So this thing scared me with Lock-On because I had already gotten Lock-On sheer-colded by a tank cube in a previous episode, and I was like, I don't really... Not really feeling that, not really wanting to be part of that life. And, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to switch. Yeah. And then it does the exact same thing that tank cube did when I switched. It uses Lock-On again, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I was like, well, it's probably just got Zap Cannon. So I felt more comfortable staying in with this than I did. And I was like, even if it dies, I'll still just get to bring in the food waifu and, hit a nice fire move and one-shot it. But it used Signal Beam. And I'm like, why do you even have Lock-On? Lock-On is completely useless with a move that has regular accuracy. You want to use it on something with crap accuracy. So there goes Edgar. That was my robot. It's a Pokemon, dude. It's a Pokemon. Why can't humanity be replaced by robots already? I mean, for some of them, that'd be fantastic. So, all right, running back into the crappy puzzle area. So again, I'm just sitting there puzzling out what to do, eliminating the bad choices. And I ended up going down here, and that wasn't necessarily a mistake. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, I could just go down here. So, so there's that. Go down here, check the bed again. Again, it's just protocol. Found one full restore. There we go. Alright, so... Take this, you scum-sucking chode. Scientist Caden wants to battle. Send out Galvasite. This thing is, like, legit a robot. Like, the other thing, not so much. I think it evolves from the other thing. Like, I don't know. It's just... But I'm like, okay, this is obviously a steel type, so... I'm gonna get the heck out of there. And it's gonna Meteor Mash here. I believe this is Steel Electric, so probably New Sonic would have been better at it. I just wanted to switch something else in. I'm getting kind of sick of that thing. I really don't like the Sandstream it sets up. It's just too detrimental to the rest of the team if he has to switch out or if he faints. So I don't like it. And half the time I'm bringing him in to deal with like steel types and stuff. So he's, when he switches out or faints, then the Pokemon that's left in there isn't taking any residual damage. So it's just hurting my team. So it's just one of the litany of reasons that I'd want to get rid of that thing. So anyway. I was trying to figure out like what to take off the team for it, and I think it's probably going to for Semdrop or like because I have Mantrake sitting at the Pokemon Center. I had replaced it temporarily with Orion, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be Mantrake. I'm thinking I'm going to take New Sonic and Mantrake off the team because Mantrake is cool and everything, but I was thinking about it. And I'm like, coverage wise. It's not going to be that helpful coming up. I mean, the bug typing on it does resist ground. But I feel like having another water type with, not with the ability to hit those ground types really hard is going to be more helpful. So, there's Cotton. So, nice electric fairy type. So, since this thing has the correct typing, go ahead and hit it with a ground type move. So, that was kind of what was hurting me against this thing earlier. Is I kept going for fighting type moves because it was dark type before the patch. So, how dare you, you cretin! Cretin. Don't talk to me, pleb. So, there is the Master Ball, and that is why after this portion of the game, I'll be able to start my Eva Cycle hunt. So, look forward to that. So yeah. Here's the. Let's see. I think I was kind of conflicted about where to go here. But yeah, so here's the that one door. So I'm like, well, if I have to go through this, I might as well get this treasure here. Found a max potion. So at this point, I'm kind of thinking that I've explored everything, and I'm kind of at a loss as to where to go. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, the plan here is to go ahead and end off the episode here, and then figure out where to go, and then come back once I'm there, so that I can start the next episode there. So we'll see you later, and goodbye.